Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Good afternoon. It is Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy B. And yes, I'm wearing this for a reason. This is my 1999th show. With that 99 on the patch for when Barry Sanders was put into the Ring of Honor. That's why I'm wearing this today. With that being said, Jared Goff said something that Lions fans needed to hear. Austin, good to see you, brother. It's not in the cards that Frank Ragnow comes back in 2026. So now we've got decisions to make. Who do we bring back? Who do we restructure? I think the two restructures we need to do because of the play on the field. Goff did great. And I'm okay with restructuring him and having him here another 2 seasons to do it. Vinny, good to see you, brother. Go Pack Go. Congratulations. You're in the playoffs. And Ali McNeil. Ali McNeil because he did nothing. Now we got to have that serious talk about who to bring back. These are the list of everybody not going to be on the roster next year. Alex Anzalone, Khalif Raymond, Amik Robertson, Levi Onwuzurike, Roy Lopez, Marcus Davenport, Josh Pascal, Grant Stewart, Daniel Thomas, Devontae Maddox, Al-Qadim Muhammad, Coyote Awasika, Kyle Allen, Zach Cunningham, Ezekiel Turner, Rock Yassin, Shane Zylstra, Jamarco Jones, and Malcolm Rodriguez. Jamarco Jones, we waived. He's gone. Yes, Reader has to be gone. It's a serious debate if we keep Alex Anzalone. If he wants, it was more than that. There was a 3-game stretch where we went 0 for 7, and I get it. But yes, Happy New Year's Eve. It is the last day of 2025. The guys I'd bring back off of this list so far, I'm going to start at the top. No. Roy Lopez, Avonte Maddox, Bob Muhammad, as long as it's not that $8.5 million. Zach Cunningham. Actually, Maddox was probably the best guy on that list at safety. Amik Robertson has been more burnt than toast. Yes, he played out of position, but even when he went back to the nickel, he didn't do well this year. I'm out on him. Yep. Shane Zylstra should probably come back because we don't know about Laporta. Rock Yassin, I'm a maybe on. He played well on the outside, but not so good at safety. And maybe Malcolm Rodrigo. The rest of them, I could care less. Those are my opinions. You can take them however you want. But we're going to need to restructure Goff because there's no way we can afford the $69.6 million cap hit next year. We're going to have to get him down below $50 million, probably in that 40 to 45 range, clearing almost 25 to 30 million in cap. Yeah, Awasika can go too. He was awful. Had one decent game out of the 4 he was in. If Decker and Glasgow retires, that saves even more money, and then rework. Well, think about it this way: behind this O line, he was pressured over 24% of the time. I think it's hilarious. I they just watched that guy cause 2 fumbles with horrible snaps. One, he snapped the ball early that hit off of Goff's knee. The other one, he was a shotgun snap that went over Goff's head that he couldn't retrieve in time before pressure was on him. 2 of those fumbles should have been on the center, not Jared Goff. I mean, here's the funny thing. Everybody said a mobile QB would handle it better. Oh, 100% we need a better center. I think the guy we need is Logan James, and I am okay with taking him in the 2nd round. That's fine. He missed a lot of tackles this year that he shouldn't have. Um, he went back to 2021 Alex Anzalone. That's what I saw. I haven't seen him fired yet, so I'm going to leave that alone until it is. And there's lots of rumors out there. Josh Gannon supposedly is getting fired from Arizona as well. In the Rams because they cannot move up or down out of the 6th spot. Exactly, Mohammed, if he doesn't cost a lot. But let's say all the decent edge guys are gone. Megan, good to see you. Let's say all the good edge guys are gone in the 2nd round. I'm okay with taking Logan James out of Iowa at center. I think he's the best center this draft. I'm out on Connor Lew of Auburn because he just had his 2nd ACL injury. I don't know if it's the same leg or the opposite leg, but we don't need an injury-prone center. We need a rock, and Logan James didn't. Thank you, Milton. Thank you, Ricky. Yes, 1999th show right now. Tonight will be the 2000th. It'll be a special show. I'm hoping Mike Kimber can be there. I'm going to see if I can get Easy E from the heavyweights to join me as we talk about the NFL in general. We'll talk about the Diggs brothers, Trayvon and Stefan, and what they're going through. It's an awful situation if you're in the Diggs family. And no, I do not want Trayvon Diggs on the Lions. I don't know about Austin, LOL. Oh, I love it when you talk back about your hubby. Congrats on getting the first pick in next year's draft, Megan, in our fantasy league. You earned it. And I already uh, picked my 4 keepers for next year. But again, Goff says he doesn't think it's in the cards for Ragnow to come back because he doesn't seem like he wants to. Yeah, I know. It is so awesome to see that crash out every year. But that is basically the Lions news. Yep, same with Maddox. I like Anthony Maddox too. I think he should come back because we're going to need the depth. Let's face it, Kirby may never be the same again with that cartilage that cannot heal itself. It has to have surgery. Brian Branch may not be back till sometime in late October to December, depending on how his rehab goes from his Achilles tendon repair. We need two safeties coming up, two starting caliber safeties. Avonte Maddox did okay, but he's not a starter. And Rock Ya-Sin, again, did okay, but he's not a starter. Will TA be the same after shoulder surgery? We don't know. Paul Jones? Paul Jones? Good to see you, brother. So that is where I'm at on those guys. I only bring 5 out of the entire list back, maybe 6. 5 on defense, 1 on offense. The guy on offense I'd bring back is Shane Zylstra, because we're going to need the vet leadership. We don't know if Laporta will be the same after back surgery. We just don't. All of that is up in the air. But again, Logan James at center, if the edge guy is gone, and the edge guy I want on the back end of the good edge players that's going to be there in that second round is Kenyatta Jackson Jr. out of Ohio State. You guys can say what you want. The guy is better than any defensive end on. Oh, I wouldn't mind that. That's a free agency. But if he's coming out of free agency, if he's not re-signed with Miami, yes, bring him back. 100%. We just couldn't afford him with re-signing Kirby and still having Branch on the roster this past season. And if we'd have known this would have happened to Kirby and Branch, guess what? We probably would have kept Iffy. But it is what it is. He'd be a cheap bring back. Now, if you bring him back, you don't need to bring in both Rock or Maddox. I would keep Rock then and not Maddox. But I'm looking at the draft, and there's 2 guys that I would grab in that 4th through. I don't think Nick Bosa will be a free agent. I think they're going to sign him. Remember, those are projected free agents because teams have the first choice on re-signing players. That being said, I really would be looking to the draft more than free agency. There's a couple of guys in free agency. AJ Epinesa. I don't think the Bills are going to re-sign him. They did him for a 1-year deal, and he was a backup all year. He got left behind because Joey Bosa is there and Greg Russo is still on his rookie contract. I don't think so. We don't have the capital to do it. I think the team with the capital to pull that trade off, if it happens, is the Jets. As much as I hate to say it, they have the draft capital to do it. We don't. But let's have some fun. Mock draft time again. Let's hit it. This is the most pro-ready tackle in the draft. Second is Caden Proctor. I'm taking Francis Magoa right here. Zion Young. Six 6'5" and 255. I don't like that size at defensive end. 255 is light, especially at 6'5". He's 6'3" and 234. He's more of an outside linebacker. Kenyatta Jackson. He's the guy I like. 6'6" and 265. But if you don't take him, because I think he's underrated on here, I'm going all the way down here. Because I think he's very underrated. That's where I'd go. I think offensive line in 1 and 2. You're not the only one, Nick Burton. I don't want him back either. It is our pick again. Defense, safety, cornerback, linebacker. I like this kid out of Indiana. He's in the style of Malcolm Rodriguez, but he's a big reason. This guy is good, but he's had a fall off with Texas Tech, and he probably won't play due to his knee. Don't know much about this guy. He's 6'3", 255. Not taking a. This is another guy that's kind of short but good, stocky. There's a power runner in case we decide to trade away Monty because there's rumors about that. It's okay. Stuff happens. I think I'm going to go back to safety. It may be a little bit of a reach, but I like Amari Farrell. 6'2", 200 pounds. He's that big guy. He's a thumper over the middle, and a big reason why Indiana had success on the defense. I'd go there because Kilgore was gone. Here's where I'd probably go linebacker, and I think I'm going Aiden Fisher right here. Now here's where we can go a little. This guy is a very good guard. So is DJ Campbell. But myself, I'm going to wait because I know there's somebody I can get later. I'd grab another edge here, Tariq Sapp. Now here's where I'd get my cornerback, and the guy I like. I think he's underrated. Here's where I'd probably get my guard, Trey Zoon. He's there, and he's gone. Or grab another center, Pat Coogan out of Indiana. A big reason why Mendoza was a Heisman winner. Great protection in the middle. Guy I wanted is gone. I think I'm going linebacker and getting Caden Daniels. Because we're going to need this type of depth. We're going to need a corner. We're going to need a safety. We're going to need edge help. We're going to need all this. If the lean can get back to form, I think we're way okay with Aleem, Talik, and Ray Lopez at defensive tackle. It's a website that is PFSN. Eric Whitson. We do not need a QB. Yeah, I think they're two very good players that we could add to our roster. 100%. We got Smoking Dad in the building. And yes, I do one mock draft a show from here on out through the end of the season. And they should have eliminated Reader. Malik Williams was doing better. At 34% of the snaps taken at defensive tackle throughout the season, he has 2.5 sacks, 59 tackles, 13 solo, uh, 8 tackles for loss. We should have kept him in there. But let's look at that where we can actually read the draft I just did. That way I can go over it with you. Francis Mauagua out of Miami. Logan Jones, Amari Farrell, Aiden Fisher, Tyreek Sapp, Judge Collier, Pat Coogan, another center, because we're going to need it, out of Indiana, and Kendall Daniels at linebacker. Rebuild the trenches, rebuild the front seven, add depth at safety and corner. That's what we need to do this draft. Because firstly, Eggakun's gone, and that's fine. He did not play well on Christmas Day. He did the week before, but not on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, he was god awful. But I do have to start getting ready for work soon. That's why I do this as a half-hour show on Wednesday, because they like me to come in early. Yes, protect Goff. 100%. And if you've seen my draft piles, I've done one on Tariq Sapp. Um, the other late guy I've done is Javon Tapp. I think we should have got rid of Reader at the trade deadline and acquired a third rounder later pick because somebody would have traded for him. We could have put him on the trade block, got rid of him, and let Malik Williams and Ray Lopez be the guys because they basically were. Every time they came in together when they were spelling Reader and McNeil, something good happened on defense. I'm doing my 2000th show tonight. That's what I'm doing. And I think that's going to be the most fun I can do. That's right. Tonight, 9:30 p.m., the 2000th show with our weekly pick'em. I love it, Paul Jones. That's funny. Um, Thank you. It's been a long time coming. And it started last year when I started doing more shows, when I started doing my daily show. And actually, it started the season before. This is my third season of doing a daily show. And it's been fun. It's been the reason why I've grown. I'm at 593 subscribers, and I'm hoping I continue to grow. We had an awful season. We did not meet our expectations. We did not hit close to the over under in Vegas of 10.5. And why? We fell apart. I think hiring Martin was a mistake. Somebody that was familiar with Dan Campbell. And when he butted heads with him in week 9, that's why he wasn't play calling. I know, Patty. I know. I will send you the link, Michael. 100%. I will be posting my scouting reports on the community post on the YouTube channel as well. I'll love to have you there, Michael. And Mike Johnson, I wore this for you. I hope you're on tonight. You didn't make it last week. I know you've got a lot going on family wise, and it'd be great to see you. As always, it is time for me to break down our abysmal record this year. Yes, I did. I'll probably always be involved with tires as a manager, but eventually I won't be able to. You know, the body, I can't physically. Nick Burton, the fan cave chat is on Friday nights at 9, and I would love to have you there. Michael is actually an author and a writer. He writes articles. I try to keep it more about fans of the other team and people who podcast or write here on Wednesday night. I'm not trying to be mean to you. I promise. I think you're great. I think you're a great fan, and I'd love to have you on Friday night. But it is time for us to do this. We are no longer the kings of the North. We're 8-8 and in fourth place in the division. Because they skull fucked us on Christmas Day. They're 8-8 as well, but in third place because they swept them. It's pretty easy. At 9, 6-1. You got the Packers. FTE. And in first place, at 11-5. What? The Bears. Congratulations. And I'm live out of Flint, where the water's shit, but the tires are good. I will drive from Tennessee to buy tires in Flint. I will bring my jug of water. Amen. I started that slogan when Brandon's Tire was my sponsor last year. I say it because everybody loves it. But the thing I say at the end of every show, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, is try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. I will have the injury report for this Sunday. Not like it matters. I think we should just lose and get the better draft position, but that's just me. Have a great day, everybody.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.